Hello friends and creative people. I hope you're having an awesome Sunday. I also hope I'm live. Thank you so much for joining me once again. And yeah, we're going to talk about the Etsy ads a little bit more. For those who miss it, I have done some videos. This week we've been talking about the new Etsy ads that Etsy are talking about. So if you have any questions about them, bung them in. But what I specifically want to do today is Etsy just a couple of days ago gave a sneak peek of what the new dashboard and what some of the stuff's going to look like. So we're going to have a nosy at looking on that, and then I'm going to dive into some of your questions and concerns. Before we get started, I just want to say, and most of you have been really awesome for this, but try not freak out. It's human nature. When we've worked hard at something, we maybe think we're getting the idea of it, and things change, the knee jerk is immediately to freak out. Now, with these ads, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't really know what they're going to look like. We don't know how much it's going to cost, anything like that. This could be a really positive thing. I'm seeing some ideas here. You know, I'm feeling this could be reasonably positive. It's at least a step in the right direction. It could be terrible. It's going to be really good for some shops, probably a bit average, and a bit not so great for others. But it's something, it's different, and we've got to wait till it happens before we find out. And what Etsy said in the Facebook video that I'm just going to show you some screenshots from, I'm not going to play it because I'm not really sure how to do that without copyright issues and everything, so I've linked in the comments that video. But the couple of things that they said that people have been asking that we kind of figured out from the questions and everything. But firstly, no change has happened just now. Etsy ads are still as Etsy ads have been for the past year, and Etsy are still paying for off-site ads like they always have done. Now they might be tweaking that. Some people are saying that they're seeing a lot more views and sales coming from Etsy marketing and SEO. Well, if they want to do that, if they want to tweak, if they want to play around with their algorithms and their expertise before we start paying for it, awesome. And the other thing is, we are going to have a period of time where we're going to get to see the data of what's happening. We're going to see where the clicks, how much this would have cost us before they start charging us. So we're all going to be automatically opted in a month's time. But that just means that the Etsy ads, the Google bit's going to be taken off of that, and we're going to get our dashboard and see everything that's going on. But we're not going to get charged till a month afterwards, so you can decide if you absolutely hate it, if you're below the 10,000 sales, to switch it off. You can decide if you're over the 10,000 sales what you're going to do. Dog's got something up his nose. He's trying to have a cough. Anyway, right, I just want to dive into the chat and then we'll get into this. So Lena was already in the chat before I started, so hello. George on the Rocks, hello. Tracy, hi. Irina, hello there. Heart and Soul Creations, hello from Virginia. Crafty Friends UK, been looking forward to this. Oh, thank you so much, Catherine. The Magnet Maiden, any thought of transitioning to Amazon Handmade or adding it as an additional marketplace to sell on? Right, yeah, good question. I think there's going to be lots of questions about Amazon because of a certain something that happened the other day. I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to bash at anybody else. I will, in fact, I can show you a little something. Somebody give me a keyword, any kind of keyword, something that they either sell on Etsy, but something that they think they'll get a lot of sales on Etsy. Any kind of keyword, just hit me with something and I'll show you what my thinking is. But I will say, right, nobody at all should at this minute in time quit their Etsy shop until we give it they're giving us a month of free of this change. So use them for the They're already paying for the offsite ads. They're going to give us another month of paying for the offsite ads. So make use of them for that next month at least before you even think on quitting. I absolutely will always say you should have more than one stream of revenue. Now, if you have time and energy for that to mean a different platform, then look into Amazon Handmade. Absolutely, some people do well on it, some people not so much. If there's something different you can do, like YouTube, sell in a shop, start a dog walking business, do whatever you need to do. Okay, so far, let's see. Let's go with earrings, because jewelry's a big one. So thank you, Tracy. You win that. Not that there's anything to win. I'll show you what I'm doing in a second. I think any of you that have been with me for a while all know. But any artsy fun? Hello there. And Megan's in the house. Hey. Tenley, you're a wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much. Yeah, Magnet Maiden was suggesting magnets. SSH kimono jackets. Oh, awesome. Tracy won with the earrings just because it was easy. Irina, white opal earrings. Happy little ride the wave for now. You've got it. Yep. Crafty Friends UK. Has anyone got a Shopify shop? This has triggered me into make a start on setting one up. Heard you can transfer items across. Grateful for others' experience. Yeah. A Shopify shop makes total sense as well. I don't know much about them, but anything that you think looks decent, that you have the time to dedicate to, this is the problem. Building up on any platform, so even opening a second Etsy shop takes as much time as what it took to build up the one shop. Opening on a different platform, opening a different thing, you need to have that same time. You know, how much time did it take to get your Etsy shop up and running? You're going to need to dedicate that time as well. But absolutely do something else. Ellie, hi there. Happy Little saying Shopify seems like a lot of work unless you have a huge following. They're all tricky. I've tried some other platforms in the past and it's been tricky, which is why I diversified to other things. Like, you know, I thought doing YouTube, I could sit and film myself doing my craft and get some money from making it as well as selling it. Didn't quite work so much that way. I haven't had as much time to film myself. I'm more talking to you guys. But anyway, right. So I was going to show you this. We were talking about Amazon. So you guys probably guessed, I've just gone to eRank and typed in earrings to the keyword Explorer. And if we look at the market trend, so people searching into Amazon, the average search of people on Etsy searching for earrings on, I said that sentence was awful. Anyway, the average people searching on Etsy for earrings is 69,000. The average people searching for earrings on Amazon Handmade is under 2,000. Now, Amazon itself, yeah, that's huge, and some Amazon Handmade people will show up there, absolutely, but it just Amazon Handmade is tiny compared to Etsy. And these earrings, this is a very generic term, this doesn't have to be handmade either. You're competing against wholesale China. So let's, white opal earrings, so let's bung that in. So let's bung in opal earrings. No, that's still not going to be handmade. Right, what could be handmade? Stop earring. Magnet. No, kimono jackets, yes. Are you going to do that? Am I going to crash eRank by making it think about too many things all at once? It went for opal earrings. Okay, we'll have a look at that since it's done it. So again, Amazon and Etsy. Amazon is the highest for opal earrings, but at the same time, that is likely not to be that many handmade ones. Etsy is just more than half the number of searches, but Amazon Handmade, 9,000 to 176. And I was going to finally do Kimono. I've never searched for kimono dragons? Kimono jackets. Did I spell that right? We shall see. Laurie, elephant mugs, awesome. Shopify is a great option, you're saying there. Yep. I don't have much experience on Shopify. I'll have to look into it. But people are going to do well on the platforms that they work on. You know, you can be a big fish in a tiny puddle or a tiny fish in a giant puddle. There's always going to be some doing well. Kimono jacket seems a very US term. But yeah, Amazon handmade, nope. eBay is the big for that, Amazon and Etsy. But for any kind of search that I ever do, back to the face. For any search that I ever do, Amazon handmade is teeny. And yeah, you can look and say, okay, the Amazon searches are huge, but that's because, I mean, Amazon, that's also talking about all the drop shippers and things. Now, if you want to do a drop ship business, and people do that really well, then Amazon's a good place for it. From what I've been randomly watching videos on dropship people, and it seems Amazon's the place where you can make your money, and eBay's where you flog the things that you bought by accident in a bulk lot for everything that's going on Amazon. I'm not an expert on these things anyway. Right, but yeah, that's my thought. Amazon handmade, you could do well on it. It's worth a try. If just now you have the spare time, or make the spare time to do something else. I don't know, like if you have a completely niche product, say, I'm stealing from Anthony Wolf here, say you have a slime shop, you make slime. I wouldn't think that selling slime in lots of different places is a good use of your time, because the peak of that's past. You know, it's like if you were making bespoke custom spinners and you had, when it started to drop slightly, you had dived in and hit all the other marketplaces and spent loads of time trying to build your custom fidget spinners business. That probably wasn't a great use of time. But if you've got an evergreen product, if you've got a diverse product, then yeah, absolutely try and throw it up in different places. Just personally, I just said people don't like change. I have tried other places and it just annoys me to try and get to learn a new platform, to learn the new interface and everything, and I usually get annoyed before I make many sales. I years ago tried Folksy and got a few sales on that. That's mainly a UK one, and to be perfectly honest, I think I've said this before, my feeling is when something on the internet is new, when it starts, a brand new idea, it's like the wild west. There's new companies popping in and popping out, and I always think of, before Facebook existed, for those of us who are old, there was like the LiveJournal came about and a few people popped on it. I did not understand LiveJournal at all. Then you had, everyone jumped onto MySpace, and that was the cool kid for a little while. Everyone jumped onto Bebo, everyone jumped onto all these different social networking platforms, and then Facebook came along and it stuck. That's the thing. Anybody opening up a new social media platform that's nothing different, that's nothing special, doesn't do good. Google tried it. Google Plus failed because Facebook is so big. And it's the same. eBay was out there as its online auction thing. Other places came and went. The only kind of ones that stuck were something that did something a bit different, and that's what Etsy did. It was for handmade things. So Etsy's come in and it's got the lion's share, so other places are struggling. Amazon handmade is not taking off. Now, I think Facebook Marketplace, that's different. Like, Facebook is huge, so kind of could work, but personally, I don't see another platform trying to do the same as Etsy doing well, a platform that's doing something different. So I mean, eBay is a completely different thing. Amazon by itself is a completely different thing. But I still see it's diversifying. For me, it's just not diverse enough, if that makes sense. Anyway, went off, ran. I don't even know if I made sense there. Where did I get to? Canvas and Chroma, good morning. The Magnet Maiden. People buy mops, phone chargers, etc. on Amazon. Exactly. It's a different type of marketplace. I can see someone being successful like those that sell things that people are already looking for on Amazon. Yeah, super good point as well is for everybody here, just off the top of your head, just type in immediately when I say this. What are you, when you go to eBay, what are you looking for? When you go to Amazon, what are you shopping for? And when you go to Etsy, what are you shopping for? I don't want you to tell me what you think the right answer is, just generally. For me, I'll tell you personally, when I go to eBay, I want something mass produced and cheap. I want the door for my telly remote battery compartment that I broke. I want supplies. I want something cheap that I don't have to leave my house to get. For Amazon, honestly, for me, it's a lot. I can't find it on eBay. Some kind of specialist like syrups and things, some books like needle felting books, sometimes some electronics. I'll check between eBay and Amazon. Usually my go-to is eBay, but I'll go to Amazon. It almost feels slightly more trustworthy. It probably isn't. Facebook Marketplace or Google Shopping, I don't go to them. They come to me. I don't buy very often, but yeah, they're not. I don't go searching on them. And Etsy, I go to when I want to buy a gift for someone, or I want to buy something nice, or someone's posted up a thing and goes, hey, what do you think of this? And I go for supplies for one or two things because I can only get them there. But to be honest, I buy my supplies in cheaper places. But you go to Etsy when you're wanting to spend a bit more money. Excuse me. Tenley, Amazon Handmade requires UPCs. What are UPCs? But cool. Which you must pay for. Each variation of each item requires a different UPC, which is costly. Everything must be truly handmade. Oh, that's interesting. Like I say, I have to look into it. I know a few people that sell on Amazon handmade jewellery and stuff. Laurie, agree, you have to market yourself wherever you're setting up your shop. Absolutely. I mean, that I'm mainly doing for fun video things, but also because I wanted to try and set up a different shop just to see what the difference between now and 10 years ago, and also because I wanted to try and build a little passive income. I wanted to try and build up a shop that I don't have to create, I don't have to make everything, just in case the worst happens and I hurt myself and I can't felt or something. But it's hard work to open up a new shop. Like my existing shop, I can sort of leave it alone quite a bit. My SEO in my existing shop is terrible, but it's got enough momentum. It's only starting to slow down a bit just now, and I'm going to have to go in and kick it a bit. But when you're starting up, you are pushing that snowball up the hill. You are literally, every step is work. Yeah, so, and that's going to be the same on any platform. So yeah. But if you've got a big following on social media, that does make things easier. So I would probably advise, set up your shop on Etsy or wherever else, set up one thing, and then set up your place where you capture your fans. I prefer social media. A lot of people like mailing lists. They just feel like the past to me, but the past stays with us for quite a while, so a lot of people still love them. Yeah, so that's what I would say. And then once you've got that following, then you can set up in a different place and you can do something different there. I don't mean necessarily sell different things, but have like you can have your normal bread and butter things, but then have exclusives that are only going to be on this site, exclusives that you'll only get here. So you've got a reason to push people to different places, because if all your fans have found you through Etsy, you get them on social media or something and you say, go to my Amazon handmade shop, it has exactly the same on my Etsy shop. People are like, why? Tiffany, you do almost as well on Amazon Handmade as you do on Etsy. Awesome. But your niche, a braided horse tack, oh, that's really cool. Amazon is right behind Etsy, and I spend a lot more of my time working on Etsy. Yeah, again, that's going to be very different. Different things do differently as well. I mean, I spoke to someone a few years ago. He had a very, I think it was very specialist vintage comics, and he did super well on Etsy, but all his traffic came from Google. And I kind of had to say to him, I was like, you don't need an Etsy. Etsy is no good for you. Nobody is searching on Etsy for this thing. They're searching on Google. So whatever platform you use, or you set up your own thing, people are going to find you because you've got such a niche and it's got such avid followers. And yeah, there was like no competition on Google or anything, so people would search for that exact thing, and no matter where he was, they were going to find him. And yeah, I can see braided horse tack. I think very much that's the kind of thing I would go to Amazon or eBay for. It's not that it's not handmade, it's very handmade, but it's not what I think of Etsy for, if that kind of makes sense. Tenley, it's much more work. Yeah. Crafty friends looked at Folksy and New Monday, but decided they're not for me and my products. Yeah, I've not even looked at New Monday. It was advertising itself quite a bit in the past before Christmas, but I just don't see them doing great. I mean, Folksy, I think it was 6 or 7 or maybe more years ago, I opened my Folksy shop, and I got a few sales, but you know, everyone was going, oh, Folksy, it's going to be the next big thing. No, there's not going to be a next. I will buy a hat and eat my hat if I'm wrong, but I think there's going to be a next big different thing. Lily Tree, hello there. Crafty friends, cheap, speed, handmade. Yeah, so yeah, it was good point. Yeah, eBay for cheap things, Amazon, if you've got Amazon Prime, absolutely speed. I would sign up for Amazon Prime if they were doing the drone drop-off things that they were talking about. I want to call a drone to deliver my knickers or something. That would be hilarious. But yeah, you've just covered it in a perfect soundbite. Cheap, speed, handmade. Tenley, materials for your Etsy shop. Yeah, cool, from eBay. Administrative packing, thread, etc. Yeah, cool. Ooh, chat's jumped again. George on the Rocks, don't shop on eBay. Yeah, cool. I think some people love eBay, some people don't. Amazon for art supplies, yeah, it can be good for that. Etsy findings for jewellery, yep. Canvas and chroma. eBay weird things. Yeah, true. You can literally get anything. It's where people try and sell their husbands and stuff, which they can't, but it's hilarious. Amazon, mostly household stuff, tools and materials for my business. Etsy to find rare supplies and materials and the occasional gift. Yeah, I think, yeah, eBay and Amazon are everyday consumables, cheap things, odd things. Yeah. Tenley barcodes. Okay. Mary, hello. On eBay, second hand and used. Yeah, that as well. Yeah. Another thing kind of is like when I was looking to get a camera and I couldn't necessarily afford the full price. I could look for reconditioned things, or stuff from the camera shop's second shop and things. Yeah, Tracy, it's a lot of work but a labour of love. Yes, everything is. Yes. CJ, hello there. Canvas and chroma call a drone to deliver my knickers. Everyone's gonna do that now. As soon as that comes out in your area, you're gonna go, I'm setting up Amazon Prime and I'm ordering an airlift of knickers. Alright, where did we get to? Okay, yeah, I just want to show you if you haven't already seen Etsy Success on Facebook. I have put a link to it. Put up a quick look at the dashboard. They said they did the Q&A, but they didn't do much questions and answers anyway. But let's go and have a look here. If you can see it, so they're saying what's changing in your stats, what you're going to see different. So this is just your usual graph with all the other things that we generally see, but there's going to be this little bit at the bottom that says see traffic and sales driven by off-site ads. Excuse me, I've got to go closer to the screen to see this. We're promoting your items on high traffic sites including Google, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest and Bing to drive new buyers to your shop. We pay the upfront cost to promote your items. You only pay when you make a sale, and there's going to be a little bit to click on to see more info on your off-site ads. So that's what you're going to see on your dashboard, on your stats. And then oh, hilarious. Facebook saying top videos for you. You've just watched an Etsy Success video, so you want to watch a Slipknot video. Well done, Facebook. So, okay, can I bigger this without anything terrible happening? Come on. Go fill the screen, please. It doesn't want to. Oh, there. Wow. Okay, for anyone who thinks I'm slow replying to them on Facebook, this is why. It takes forever for Facebook to do. Don't you go talking. Okay. It takes forever for Facebook to do anything. I click on something and 10 minutes later it finishes. Seriously? Come on, just open. Show us. Anyway, so this is going to be your advertising, your Etsy advertising. That's gone too big, hasn't it? There we go. We'll just go there. Your Etsy advertising dashboard. So it's going to tell you shoppers clicked on your off-site ads however many times and placed 4 orders. So you can work out your conversion rate there. Sorry about this being an absolute pain, but anyway, and it tells you how much you've made. But what we're going to see, you'll see what the ads that the shopper clicked on, very much like our other ads have been, and then what it is that they bought. And it's also going to tell us what platform. So they saw that ad on Google, or they saw that on a Facebook ad, or they saw that on Instagram or Pinterest. So you'll be able to find out if your platform, what platform's doing better for your listings. So with Etsy paying for these, they're paying for this marketing stuff for us. We can look and we can actually see what works best for us. So in the future, when you're leaving Etsy or whatever, you could think of, well, I'm going to do ads on that platform because my stuff does well there. But anyway, that's what that's going to look like. Oh, excuse me. And we will also, they're going to announce it. This is very bad to see, sorry. But on your payment dashboard, on your finances, there's going to be a wee thing here saying this sale came directly from Etsy offsite ads. So you'll clearly see which sales come from the offsite ads. Right, back to my big face. And that's something people have been freaking out about. We're not going to have to pay that 12% or 15% for every single sale. We're not going to have to pay that 12 or 15% if someone finds us on Google or if we advertise ourselves on Pinterest or whatever else. It's only the adverts that Etsy are putting up on these things. So, and Etsy told us in the email what percentage of your sales have come from these kind of things in the past. And also, we're going to get that free month to see how much this kind of thing would cost us, so we can work out, we can number crunch and decide how much, if anything, we have to put our prices up. So yeah, so it's not as bad as everyone's freaking out. Yeah, if someone finds you through Pinterest from one of your pins, you're not getting charged, only the Etsy stuff. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's see. Robert, Amazon Canada price is too high. Yeah, prices can be a problem for sure. G Morgan, I'd never sell on Amazon. I would sell on Amazon, but would never send them my items to ship. Their shipping package is rubbish. Absolutely, that's something that worried me as well. They're kind of, you make your stuff, you send it to them, and they ship it out. Although it's better for the customer, but no, I wouldn't fancy that at all. I believe you can now send directly yourself as well. You don't have to have the Amazon fulfilling your order. I wouldn't like that. George, is the 10,000 lifetime of your shop or year by year? It's a rolling 12-month time period starting from the first of the month. So it's the 1st of March just now. So if since the 1st of March last year, well, yeah, we'll say since the 1st of March last year to the 1st of March this year, if you've made $10,000, then you're automatically put into this. If by April, if from April to April you made 10,000, at any point this rolling 12-month block, if it ever equals 10,000, then you automatically go up into the 12. So it's year by year, and it's rolling. It's the past 12 months. Hope I'm making sense. G Morgan, your items are not copyable enough to be not to be one of a kind. Yeah, know the feeling as well. Yeah, there's different places. If you can mass produce your items to an extent, even if they're handmade, if you can make lots similar, like making jewelry or something, you can possibly do a range of 5 or 10 things. Making cards or knitting or something is repeatable, but some things are just not repeatable. So different marketplaces will work differently for that as well. I mean, yes, I imagine Amazon will be a lot easier if you can package off 20 things to Amazon and they deal with it for you. Canvas, totally off topic, but my sales in Feb were rubbish. Who else had terrible sales this past month? Well, I did, because I've been lazy, because with all this happening, I think in the past week I have recorded 7 videos, gone live 3 times. If anyone missed it, if you're not in the eRank Facebook group, in Anthony's live stream, myself and Starla Moore were in as well, answering people's questions with Anthony Wolf as well, and that might be a kind of regular occurrence when we can. So if anyone wants to see what I'm calling the Etsy Dream Team, because Starla has a wealth of knowledge as well, and Anthony obviously knows stuff, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, I have done a ridiculous amount of videos this week because I was calmly filming my Pinterest growth videos, and I've just found something great already straight off the back. I found a certain type of pin that is getting me 10 times the impressions of a normal pin. Exciting. But I was filming my Pinterest videos, and then suddenly the Pinterest where it was all changed over and going to BuzzFeed, that came out, and everyone wanted to know about that, so I made videos on that. And then Etsy dropped the bombshell, so I had to make videos on that. So I need some sleep. It's been crazy. So I haven't tended my shop as I should have done. But I have heard a lot of people saying they've had a really quiet time in February. But I honestly can't say. My sales are so high in October, November, December that the rest of the year it just fluctuates so much. But if you generally have steady sales, then you get a better idea of when something's doing particularly bad. So a few people have said, I always take that with a pinch of salt, because every week of the entire year there's always somebody saying they've had a quiet time. Now, Canvas and Chroma, I know you're not one to panic. You haven't been panicking before, so you've obviously had a lower than usual. So yeah, but it does feel like there's been a few people saying that. Ooh, Laurie, I may have missed something, but did Etsy say where they were advertising, or do we know how sure we drove the sale? Oh, sorry, you're behind, so I guess you saw the answer. But yeah, for anyone that they're advertising on Google, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Bing, and yes, they'll be tracking. They have to track all their advertising. They completely know where everything is coming from. It would be the same if I ran for my own shop an advertising campaign on Facebook. I get all the data back from Facebook over how that went. So yeah, that's don't worry, that's not something they're not going to say, you've had a sale, we want to take the money off you. They know where these things, they are tracking it, because although they're charging us if we make a sale, Facebook, all these other places will be charging them for the number of clicks, because Facebook don't know. If they show an ad, Facebook only knows that that ad was shown and that ad was clicked on and that drove traffic to Etsy. They don't know anything about the Etsy back end. They don't know, once that's happened, how many sales it's had. So Facebook are charging Etsy for every time someone clicks on it. They're just like, right, we did our job, we drove you traffic, now it's up to you. So it's in Etsy's best interest to keep track of how many clicks and what the conversion is, and very much they're going to want to advertise the highest conversion items, because, and this, yeah, I heard someone complaining about this earlier on. They were saying they hate the idea of this new advertising system because it's good practice for us to be in control, so we can only advertise our best performing items. Well, firstly, I've always kind of liked promoting my not so good performing items when we had control, like on promoted listings, because I can then see if this item actually got sought for this really competitive search term. Does it do well or does it do terrible? And if it does well, then I can work on bumping it up and getting organic traffic that way. So it gave me some data. But also this way, if you have items that don't convert well, it doesn't make sense for Etsy to keep pushing them, because what that means is Etsy's going to be paying for a lot of clicks and not getting money back from a lot of sales. They're going to want to push the items that convert the best. So they're going to have to experiment and lots of things will be shown, but your best converting items are going to be advertised the most. Because it makes sense for Etsy. They make the most money. Demetria, hello there. Sorry, missed the beginning. No problem. The replay's always going to be available. But yep, happy Sunday. Oh, Haley's house. Just reopened my shop. Yay. There's only front page for now. What do you see when you include the daily amount in the first screen? No, we don't know what we're seeing with the ads yet. None of us, I don't believe anybody has the dashboard yet, but it will be rolling out. Megan, off topic, but my 17-month-old son is watching with me. He keeps pointing the chat and yelling P. I say Pam and he points and says P. Oh, cute. Thank you. Crafty friends, you've had a really good February. Oh, up 90% on last year. Awesome. I definitely can't be up. I know that because last February was when I got the viral Instagram thing and things went bonkers. So I will be down quite a lot. I'm not doing the how much money does a Etsy seller make today. I will do that in a week or so because obviously everyone wants to talk about the new Etsy ads, which is fine by me. I've been reading into it all, so hopefully I know. Happy little, yeah, that is awesome, crafty friends. Cool. You want Pinterest secrets? I am recording these videos, and this is, I hope you'll all understand. What I'm trying to do, I am not an expert on Pinterest at all, but I'm trying to learn. So this is going to be a real step, not even step by step. This is going to be a real what I'm doing, what I'm finding works, what I tried that didn't work. So it's going to be how I've grown or how I've not grown my Pinterest based on the advice I'm finding, but how it's working just now. Because what can happen is a lot of people who are experts on these things, another reason why I opened another shop. When you're experts on these kind of things, you're experts because you learnt and you grew way back in the past, and you're giving advice to people just now for how to grow, but it's a different world. So I really thought, rather than do the sensible, not scary thing of me just quietly grow my Pinterest and come and tell you all when I've done it, I would film all the missteps. I would, here's my ideas, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm excited about it. And so it's kind of working. I mean, right, before people ask, I'm not making sales. I'm not seeing a big change in my traffic just now. I'm not expecting to. I'm trying to grow Pinterest just now. But yeah, hopefully you'll see. Hallie's house. Promoted listings have completely gone. No, promoted listings completely went last year. And we got Etsy ads. Sorry, yeah, you said you just opened your house. You opened your shop, yeah. Promoted listings were removed last summer, and we got a combined rolled in Etsy ads that most people hated. So it's your Etsy ads and it's Google shopping ads all combined in one, and all our wonderful cost per click and all our functionality is pretty much gone. You turn on ads and you can decide which listings are advertised, and Etsy does the rest. And it kind of sucked. So that's why they are changing it. So we'll have this for up to about a month more, and then the new dashboard will roll out. Google shopping ads will be taken out of our Etsy ads, and they have told us, they've said they heard that we were saying we wanted more functionality on our Etsy ads. I believe they're bringing back cost per click and everything like that. It's not going to be identical. This is me guessing. I don't think predicting, there's the word. I don't think it's going to be identical to what promoted listings was, because that if they did that, they would have to admit they made a boo-boo. So it's going to be slightly different, but hopefully it's going to be good. Canvas saying to crafty friends, glad someone's having a good month. Yeah, and it's swings and roundabouts. What's always been is, right, this is just theory, but we've seen it often enough to believe it, that what happens is when a listing does well, it makes sales, that gives positive information to Etsy, it gets higher in the search, until that front page is only listings that are there. They're getting lots of sales because they're on the front page, and because they're selling a lot, they stay on the front page and nobody else gets a chance. So every now and again, Etsy experiment, we used to call it an Etsy flip. I don't know, it's not quite as much as everyone's switched off, but some of the littler guys get tested. they get a chance up on that front page. So what you'll find is sometimes someone who's been doing awesome will say, the lights are turned off, my shop's been rubbish this month, and someone else will be like, hey, I'm doing awesome this month. And what will happen is this person that's being tested, if for all the number of times they've been seen, for all the number of times Etsy shows them to shoppers searching for that, if they make Etsy more money than this item did, then the new one will stay high. If they don't make as much money, then the old one will come back. So it's a pain, but you're not guaranteed that first position. So there's always going to be somebody will do well and someone else will do rubbish. And it's horrible when you were here and you're dropped down, but to get there in the first place, you kind of had to drop someone else down. I hate hearing that people aren't doing well, but Etsy does have to change things around, else for the past 10 years it would just be always the same people on the top. And it feels like it is sometimes, but there is a bit of movement. Hallie's House, Pinterest send me the most people. Yeah, Pinterest, it's a reason I went for Pinterest, because Pinterest does send a lot. But it's not from my work, it's from other people pinning me. So I thought, well, obviously my stuff is visual enough that other people pinning me gets me a whole lot of traffic. So it really should be a platform I work on. So I'm trying it. Happy little Pinterest confuses me. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to learn it. I don't totally get it. I'm not that, like, I don't make vision boards and all this fancy things. Lily Tree. Oh, thank you. You just sent a private message. Thank you. Yeah, though I don't think we're Facebook friends yet. I'll have to rectify that. But yeah, if we're not Facebook friends, then it goes to the other folder. So thank you for letting me know. I'll go and check my others folder, which is generally crazy. So if anyone messages me and I don't answer, it's because I'm useless, basically. Mary, you're from the Czech Republic. Etsy is unknown and have no adverts. If Etsy advertised locally, fantastic. Hope to learn from it. I've never advertised and worry about wasting money. Yeah, fantastic. Firstly, not fantastic that nobody knows about Etsy in the Czech Republic. When I started on Etsy, I was in the same boat in that nobody had heard of me in the UK, heard of Etsy in the UK. I started out and the vast, like 90% of my sales were to the US. So I would say to anyone, if your shipping's cheap enough, when you start up, kind of focus a bit on the US. I got 90% of my sales there. And then over time, as more people came on as sellers from the UK, then Etsy saw us as a growing market and they occasionally threw some ads our way. And now about 60% of my sales are to the UK. And I love my international sales. I love looking at the map and going, I've got little fuzzies all over the world. Only none from Antarctica. So if you're in Antarctica, I'll give you a good deal to buy a fuzzy. Just so I can do the full map. But lost train of thought again. I'm getting old. But yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a risk-free advertising for you, and it's fantastic. And yeah, hopefully it'll also be in some ways targeted to your area, but also if you ship to the rest of the world, you've got a chance of getting seen everywhere in the rest of the world. So yeah, awesome. Hallie's House, you can't see any stats. Yeah, sucks, doesn't it? The new Etsy ads. You're getting what we all discovered in the summer, that yeah, the new Etsy ads are awful. And this is the thing with these new Etsy ads, the new Etsy offsite ads and whatever they're going to give us. They heard our howls of protest. They heard what we were not happy with in what they'd done to the Etsy ads. And they've made changes. So, right, don't immediately complain about these new ads before we've even seen them. Give them a chance. Let them run for a bit. and tell Etsy, fill in the surveys, give them feedback, and tell them what's not working. And yeah, if they are absolutely terrible, scream at them, switch them off, take their money away, and that's what's worked with the first lot. And the same thing, you know, they did the forced free shipping thing. Immediately they said you'll only be on the front page if you do if you do free shipping, and lots of people didn't, and they found their conversion was rubbish. And they haven't quite mentioned it, but I know a lot of people in America tell me now that they're not seeing only free shipping items on the front page. So they have these ideas, but we as the massive group have the power. If we dig our heels in and say this sucks, then they've got to change it. But I don't think this is gonna suck. This does sound kind of cool. It's risk-free advertising. If you don't make a sale through their adverts, you don't pay a penny. So I'm happy to try that. Oh, Coral Bay, missed the beginning, but we'll get the replay. Awesome. EJ Kelly, hi, enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. So as we know, each channel that Etsy proposes to advertise has different requirements, including titles. Do you foresee having to change your titles and keywords? It's an interesting thought. It's an interesting strategy. Certainly, I would potentially, I would leave everything as it is, but it is a good idea. If you're seeing you're doing quite well, you're getting good conversions, you're doing really quite well from a certain platform, you could look into what people are searching for there. eRank, that I just gave you all a glimpse at a little while ago, for growing on Pinterest, I'm using the eRank Pinterest data. It tells us the search terms that people on Pinterest are looking for. So if I was selling really well, I might change some of my Etsy titles to a bit more Pinterest friendly. Also, people are talking about if there's certain items that are maybe you're not wanting to sell them through Google Ads or something. Google has certain things it doesn't like, so you could change your titles that won't hurt you on Etsy, but that Google would go, nope, we're not advertising that. I'm not advising anything, and we don't know what's happening yet.
Here's a result from the web.
Google, shut up! Right, I have to find a way to turn off my... That's annoying. At least it didn't cheer at me like it did last week. Coral Bay, just caught what you said about Pinterest. Not an expert, but I've noticed they are now doing shop adverts for products to sell. Yeah, Pinterest have promoted listings now, and Etsy is going to dive in and use them. So again, this is kind of cool because Etsy can do the legwork, and if you were thinking of leaving Etsy at any point, then you would be able to say, okay, Pinterest did really well in adverts for my things, but Facebook didn't, so I'm going to spend money on Pinterest. I think it's kind of cool. Canvas and Chroma, you've got your own store now, launched a domain away from Etsy with Square where the fees are far less. I'll be ditching Etsy in a couple of years. Awesome. I think Etsy should only really have ever been a sort of launch pad for people. I seen in the old days that's how it used to be. People would use it to get their name out there, and then once they grew a bit, they would be off, they grow their own website, they go and do their own thing. Etsy should never be, I don't think, your final game, unless all you want to do is sell a few things so you can buy more stuff and you can make more stuff. If it's really that just a gentle hobby, it doesn't matter. But if this is in any way a business, Etsy shouldn't be your entire business model. You should be looking at how you can step away from Etsy or diversify or whatever else. So yeah, Etsy's latest debacle spurred you into action. Yeah, I mean, I don't think these new ads are a bad thing. They've certainly done some bad things in the past. I don't think these are necessarily a bad thing. But even if the changes sort of wake you up and say, we're a bit vulnerable just having all our eggs on this platform, it's on a bit of a sugary stool here, so maybe we should be looking elsewhere as well. Mary, yes, my focus, most of your sales are in the US and the UK. Yeah, awesome. I think it's an awesome thing. If you're in a country, like, it seems tough if you're in a country that nobody's heard of Etsy, but you're in an awesome position, because in whatever country you're in, if you're selling to the US and the UK, you're building up your shop, you're getting some internet presence, people are getting to know your name, Etsy's getting to trust you as a seller. So if they did an advert tomorrow in your home country, you're one of the best sellers in your home country. It's a long game. It's totally a long game. I was totally there. The UK was tiny, the US was massive. But you can build up, and Etsy has said, you know, the rest of the world is faster growing than Etsy in America. You know, there's a limit to how much more they can grow in America, but if you're one of the first people in your own country, you're in a great position. Oh, hell, yeah, asking about each other's traffic on their new websites and everything. It's awesome. George, yeah, the threshold is 10,000. The threshold's 10,000 before you have to advertise. If you're less than 10,000, you can advertise. And everybody, this one bit I am slightly worried about is they're going to turn us all onto this. Well, excuse me. We're already all being advertised with all these platforms. Etsy's already paying for it. They're going to switch. They're going to do the switch for this, give us the new dashboards, do everything for this in the next month. And they're not going to charge us for it. And then they're going to let it run for a month. And then they're going to start charging us. So we're all automatically opted in, and people have to remember to opt out if they can and if they don't want it. So tell all your friends that have Etsy shops that haven't looked at them very often in the past, because I know that this means we've got 2 months to realise what the change is happening. I know in the past, at this time of year, when things were super quiet and my head was going down and I was falling out of love with Etsy, I could easily have gone 2 months without ever checking in. So yeah, I tell your friends, make sure everybody knows that they're doing this, because plenty of people's Etsy emails go to spam because they spam us a lot. So people won't see the emails. Plenty of people don't check their shop daily. So yeah, check on these things. Oh, we have got a new channel member, Tenley, dog snack supporter. Thank you so much. Hang on. The doggos will appreciate some little extra snacks. Last month, thanks for all the members, the dogs got some really nice organic buffalo and pumpkin snacks, which they absolutely loved, and banana and peanut butter. Yep. So everybody, thank you. Yeah. Where do we get to the chat? Canvas, even if you're okay with Etsy freeze, I'm having a harder and harder time ignoring their bad behaviour. Extortion, lying and bullying towards sellers make me upset. I know. Unfortunately, Etsy has changed. It's corporate now, and it used to be handmade. It used to be handmade people doing handmade stuff, doing a bit of fun, and it was ragged around the edges, but it was nice. And now it's got shareholders, it's got chairman of the board who are there to make money for the shareholders. So it's a big company, unfortunately. This is the problem. A big company has lots of team to make sure the site doesn't get hacked or shut down or any of the other scary things that can happen. They have a team to check up to the legal stuff and everything and keep us right and sort out the taxes that I wouldn't know how to do on my own on a website. So it has that kind of backup, but it's lost that nice community. It really used to be a lovely community. I mean, just talking about the forums, well, the chat on Etsy used to be awesome. If anyone was ever in it before, you entered a chat room that had a certain number of people and we could all chat, and I got to know so many people through that. I did all my shopping in the chat rooms, because while you're chatting to people, you're like, oh, that's a nice person, they make soap, I want to buy soap for my friend. So that was lovely. But also in the forums, the Etsy staff were in there. They were talking to you. They were reassuring you that they weren't giving corporate advice and then not looking again. They were in the chat. And that community is not a thing anymore. But we have our own communities. So yeah, now it's not the same feeling. Etsy has gone from a little gathering of craft stalls that someone set up, so to now it's a massive shopping mall, and we've grown with it as well, but it's not got the same nice feel. Now we use Etsy to get what we want out of Etsy, and if Etsy doesn't work for us, we're gonna go somewhere else. There isn't much choice, but it's not the same, but it makes plenty of people plenty of money if we just use it the right way. But yeah, it's not going to hold our hand. Laurie, yes, love the chat. Great to make new friends and network. Exactly. That's it. We have our own community. We can build our own community, and I don't know about the rest of you, but that's what keeps me going. And a lot of times, you've got to be careful. A lot of things you see, especially if you're only seeing like online influencers, you're seeing the people that Etsy highlight and stuff, you think, I'm a failure. I've been on Etsy for 2.5 minutes and I've not bought a Lamborghini with my massive sales, because it looks like everybody's doing fantastic, and everybody's not doing fantastic. And that would be discouraging for a lot of people, but I'm weird and I find that kind of encouraging. It means I'm not doing terrible, I'm doing alright. And if I keep plodding along and keep trying to improve, I can do better. I can make my way up to that 1% of sellers or whatever. I hope that makes sense anyway. Crafty friends, only been on Etsy 6 months, horrified how they started to treat their sellers. Yeah, I agree, but I can't say I hate Etsy. It's that whole thing. If you take in a snake and care for a snake and it bites you, what do you expect? It was a snake. We know what Etsy's like. We know it's not there for us. It uses us. We use it. It is currently and likely to remain the best option for me just now. It's the best option for most of you just now, unfortunately. I'm supposed to be motivational here. I hope this kind of makes sense. Anyway. Haley's house. Surprised the folks here still up. I know. How has that managed to limp along for whatever it is, a decade? And I never see adverts or anything for Folksy. So I don't know. And dear heart, you're most welcome. Right, guys, I think an hour was quite good ranting about these things. Literally, just please, before I go, nobody quit Etsy just now because of these ads. Quit them because you didn't like how they dealt with the free shipping. Quit, anything like that. But don't knee-jerk because of these ads. My gut feel is, okay, it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be amazing, it's not going to buy me a new house, but it's going to be an improvement on what they did last year. they have listened to us, so positive reward. If they do something a bit good, think of it like giving the dogs a cookie. If they do something a bit good, we pat them on the head and say, good Eatsy, I'm going to keep these ads running, can you make things a bit better? So let's all train Eatsy. If they do something terrible, shout, tell them they've done something terrible, take your money away. If they do something great, give them your money, pat them on the head, give Eatsy a cookie. Right? Okay. Slava, but I can't say. Dimitrova, love your positivity. Pam, love your videos. Thank you so much. Mary, don't sell much, but I still like Eatsy. Yay. Laurie, love your chats. Thank you. Oh, vintage NR5, why so sad? And crafty friends, balanced advice as always. Cool, thank you guys, and thank you. Oh, you help as well, because it was a thing actually Starla said in the E-Rank live that I hadn't even thought of. But yeah, you guys have been so cool and so about all of this. There's been less, like on any of the forums, oh, people are so rude and so angry, and at least you guys are asking questions, you're staying reasonably positive about it, you're not being all angry and rude. So keep that up. We've got like 2 months before we even see a change. And right, for give it good Eatsy, they didn't make the change in the run up to Christmas. Canvas, yeah, you're liking, they pat them on the head and give them the cookie. George, thank you. Dear Heart, say hi to me. Hello, Dear Heart. Yes, I'll say hi to everyone that I don't always see all of the chat because of how YouTube sees things. So if I miss a question or I miss anything, I do my best to get everybody. But if I do, just I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring anybody. Heart and Soul, love the E-Rank live. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was cool. Anthony, if you're watching, I had about we got together and Anthony said, let's have a chat before I do my live. And then he told me, oh, Starla's going to be on the live. I was like, cool, okay, we'll have a chat about this. And then he's like, hey Pam, why don't you just come in on the live as well? And I'm like, kinda in my pajamas. Totally not. Okay, right. So that's probably why I looked a bit like a deer in the headlights, but it was cool. Vintage, where is it possible to rewatch the E-Rank live? Well, you would have to join E-Rank. I will pop that link up just now. If you join E-Rank, and then it will be in the videos. I think the link's pretty close to the top just now. But if you join the group, say that I sent you, do all the questions and everything. E-Rank, the 2 questions, say I sent you, and if you ping me, just at me on in the group, and I'll let you see where the video is if you can't find it. I think Dear Heart's back at the start with Junk Journal. That's a shame, that would have been a cool search term. Lily Tree, thank you so much for joining in. You have an awesome week. Susan, thanks for the information. You are most welcome. Happy Little, it's their party and we're all just guests. Hey, yay, party! We totally should have a party. And yeah, if they want to set up a party, all good. Right, guys, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm starving, want to get my tea. Have an awesome Sunday, a great week. If you have any questions, worries, concerns, or tips, or anything, pop them in the chat. And I will see you